Okay, just ask them again.
Yeah,
Who
sure,
called
sure.
you? Okay,
Yeah,
and they started recording as well.
yeah, started
And
recording. Yeah, yeah,
okay,
that's
this
fine.
is the same course content. What happened? What I will create a separate copy for you, and what I will do is I will highlight whatever the topics once we covered. Okay,
Yeah. Can you also
so
share me the this document?
sure, sure,
Okay,
definitely I will send you.
okay.
So, enable editing. So what are the things we are going to cover is first part is Tableau installation and the Tableau environment. So what does environment means? What are the options are available in tool? So because of first you have to know those things, then it is easy for you to go ahead with the all options. Okay. If you don't know suddenly, for example, I'm telling the connecting data source, you connected, then later will be confused. What is this window? What is that window? Right. So to avoid the confusion, the day one itself we will cover the Tableau environment. Okay.
Okay.
And next, connecting the data. How means it's like a flow. How you will work in a project. First, you will open the Tableau, will connect the data source. Okay, then you will create the calculations or what are the things you worksheets you wanted. Then later will create a dashboard. Then later will publish it to the server. That is the process. That is the flow, right? So we will connecting to the data. Then later cleaning the data here, joining the tables, what are the properties are there, how will you create basic graphs, how will you create filters, actions, lines, maps, and each are the subtopics. Then finally calculations parameter are very important topics. Then later slightly formatting, if you have anything you will do it again. And the dashboard we will create a dashboards. Then we will go into publish server. Okay, so as per the flow our topic is also divided course content.
Okay.
Okay, and control home. So did you install the Tableau?
No, not yet. Need to.
Okay, so we'll do now itself.
Yeah. Okay.
So just open Tableau. Okay, anyway, I will ping you the link. Actually, there are two type of versions. Okay, up to 10.5, there is a separate version, and after that, 2018.1, 18.2, 18.3 versions got released. That one
Okay.
included prep tool as well. Prep in the
Okay.
sense like ETL concepts also implemented, but it will be little confused for you as of now. So what we can do is we'll go ahead with the 10.5. Then later what happened last session we will cover that what they implemented extra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Additional.
prep. Yeah, that additional because of that is not important for us now.
Okay.
Okay, so they added to cover the ETL concept also they implemented, but for you, visualization is the first priority. Then we will focus on the ETL point. So for prep and without prep, what is the difference is only the prep option, right? So prep option in the sense how you will do ETL concept, but that is only minor part. Then remaining all visualizations is a major part.
Okay.
Okay, so tableau.com/ESDALT. I'll ping you the link.
Yeah. It's only 14 days trial, right? 14 or 15 days.
As of now, it's a 14 days trial, but I will tell you how to extend this license as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll ping you the path. In GoToMeeting, I ping you the path. Can you open
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yes, I clicked it.
So here what happened is the left hand side, which are the releases are there, like online server, prep, and desktop. So right hand side, which versions? You can observe here 10.5 is the old one and 18.123 is the new one. Okay,
Okay.
you check this one also. So they released it in December 20, 10.5.11. If
Okay.
you check this one also, released in December 20. Means at same time what happened, they are updating the both the features. For example, the Tableau implemented one concept extra. At the same time here they are also adding to this option means who want without prep for them also they are giving.
Okay.
So what you can do is click on the 10.5 and you can select latest one 10.5.11. There is an option here download desktop 10.5.11.
Okay.
Just click on this. Okay. So if you go to Tableau website, there is a try now option, download option. Okay, that is also there. But what happened that it will give you the latest version, that is 2018.3 version will come.
Oh,
So, but we don't want that, right? So that's why anyway you should have an idea. Means where I can find all the versions. This is here you can find.
okay. So, okay.
Example. Okay, go ahead.
Download download desktop 10.5.11. Here
It's
actually
downloaded.
it's asking. Okay, Windows. I need to. Okay, I'm downloading for Windows. Yeah, yeah. I've downloaded.
Downloaded. Then you can double click and install it. And it will ask you your basic information like email ID, name, full name. Also, you can provide it, no problem. Okay.
Okay,
And then later it will ask you to activate the trial version. Click on the activate trial version. You will get for 14 days.
okay.
Okay. So later on that what you have to do is simultaneously you can do that back end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Google. So there is an option here, Tableau student license. So terms and license. Just type this option simultaneously. Okay. And do you have any ID card, student ID card,
No.
at least in India? Any relatives who is studying BTech, MBA, MCA degree?
Uh, yeah. I need to check. Yeah.
Okay, that
In.
is your job to find out and just take a snapshot of the ID card. The
Okay.
WhatsApp also they ask them to send. So
Mm-hmm.
once you open this, so try to arrange that within these 14 days.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
and the below there is an option. Wait, wait,
So,
wait.
it should be on the same person's name, or if
Any
I give
person,
my if
no
I give
problem,
mine, oh, that's okay, right? Okay.
no problem, no problem. Okay, so once you open, there is an option get Tableau for free. Click it here. Here you have to fill the form. Okay,
Okay.
so which country? And this one should be belongs to the school. Okay, country of the school. And
Okay.
what is the first name is there in the ID card, what is second name in the ID card, and give your email ID, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
give the same email ID, confirm email again, and the school name, verify and continue.
Okay.
Okay, the next window what happened, it will ask you to upload the ID card, just upload it. Okay, and whatever the mail ID you mentioned here, the license will get in that mail ID within 10 to 15 minutes max.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you started practicing, just try finish this one. Then once you are going to finish the practice within 10 to 15 minutes, you'll get the license. Then you will activate it. I will tell you how to activate it.
Okay.
Okay, try to arrange this license within 14 days. You have
Yeah.
14 days time now.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, again I'm
So,
telling you, just go to Google, type Tableau student
student
license.
license.
There is a first link.
Okay. Tableau
Okay,
for students. Okay.
yes. That's it. So again, I'm telling you. So why I provide this Tableau.com ESD ALD is by default if you download 18.3 version will come, but we don't want that. So that's why we went to this link. And there is a scenario. For example, your company is allowing to work on 2018.1.
Okay.
Okay. So means as per the company norms, you are working on the 18.1, but your client is working on 10 point, 2018.2,
Mm-hmm.
and he I mean modified some data in the dashboard or Tableau something, and he sent you workbook. Guys, can you do some changes on this one? Like that, he sent you. What is going to be happen? He's using 18.2, but you are using 18.1.
Yeah.
Now, can you open that workbook in your laptop, in your desktop, tablet desktop?
No.
No, because of that is the highest version, right?
Yeah.
High-end version, and you are using low-end version. In this case, so if you go to the, for example, your company gave you permission, okay, whatever the version you want, you can install it. There is exception for you. So
Okay.
what happened? You will go to tableau.com, you will download. Then which one will open? 18.3 will be downloaded, right? You
Yeah.
modify that, you send to the client. What he will face again? You did
Adobe.
it in 18.3, but he has 18.2.
Okay.
So that's why these versions are very, very important. So what you have to do, what are the version he is using, then you should go to that particular one. You can download that version.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Is that installation done in the background?
Mm, yeah. Still, it's downloading.
Okay, so it will, once it's done, we can do simultaneously.
Okay.
So that's why I mentioned this as a mark installation completed. Okay, then we'll go to the Tableau work environment. So once you install, then the icon will become like this, Tableau 10.5. Just open this option. So once you open this window, it will show like these options. The left hand side, these are the data sources. Okay, which are the data sources Tableau support by default. Okay, and if you click this the right arrow here, you will find lot of data sources options, and in the middle, these are the workbooks I have opened recently. Like in MS Word or MS Excel also it will show, right?
Yeah.
Recent open document, recent open file, something like this it will open. For example, what I want to do, I want to pin this option. Pin in the sense like I want to keep in the top I'll always. Okay, so there is a pin option you can do like this. Then what happened? It will be fixed. Means whatever you open, it will come from here. These three will be fixed.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Like it's kind of a shortcut to the desktop. There is option for you, right, in our desktop,
Yeah.
laptop or desktop.
Yeah.
Same thing like that. This is a shortcut. We'll keep it here. If you don't want, you can this option remove it, or else you can unpin. Unpin in the sense then it will be changed if something some other thing comes. If you don't want, you can remove from here. No need to think about much. Just there is a feature it will adjust and tell it. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and the right hand side it will be like a Tableau information. Okay, what are the trainings they're providing with different topics, and what is the visualizations of the week, and which versions you are using, which version you have to upgrade, what are the resources are there, what are the forums are there, like a Tableau supported information will be updated here, right hand side. Okay, so no worry
Okay.
about the right hand side, middle one. One important thing is when I cover the Tableau architecture, that time I told you there is a repository, but it will be play a minor role in Tableau. Did you remember that option?
Uh,
Okay,
no. Not.
I will show the PPT again.
Yeah.
So did you remember the Tableau architecture? So what are the options are there in the Tableau architecture? This is the one. Okay. Again, I will tell you. So how Tableau will work in the background is the first layer will be customer data. Customer data in the sense, for example, where the customer data is sitting, well, maybe the data source or database or Excel files or cubes, whatever it is, it will be considered as a customer data. Whatever the database type, maybe SQL Server, ODBC, whatever it is, no problem. But that will comes under the customer data. Okay, and once we connect with the Tableau, there are two type of options are there in the background, not in front end, background. What are they? MDX connector and the SQL connector. These two, I mean, by using these two, we connect our data database or data source, and it
Mm.
will bring the data and load into the fast data engine. Okay,
Okay.
here the data compression and in memory is going to be happen here. And when you are working with the cubes, MDX connector will take care. Apart from the cubes, everything will be taken care by the
SQL
SQL
connector.
connector. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so this story. But why MDX connector only for cubes? In the sense, if you want to create the cubes or if you want to read the cubes, then you should write MDX query. That's why MDX connector is mandatory to read the data in the queues. And these two in the background, not in the front end. So forget about this. So for front end, what will show? Front end. These are the options will show for us front end. Okay, there is no index connector here, there is no SQL connector directly here. Okay, front end, whatever the database you, it is a MySQL or SQL server or Oracle or big data or cloud or Hadoop, whatever you want, you can select here. But in background, what happened, there are only two connectors. Okay, and if you
Okay.
see the right side, there is a repository. Okay, so what is the repository here? Repository is a supported object. It will contain, repository is a folder, it will contain a supported files and supported objects. So what it will contain, we'll see now. Okay, so where I can find the repository? Go to file, there is an option here, repository location.
Okay.
Okay, so repository location. By default, it will take care, it will sit in the my documents. Okay, the my documents, there is a folder here, my Tableau repository. This is called as a repository. Folder name is my Tableau repository. Okay, so what are the things it will contain is like bookmarks, connections, data source information, extensions, and the local data, logs, map services, service, shapes, Tableau online sync, and workbooks. So this will contain these many, but which are the things are important here? Logs and the shapes are important for us. Okay,
Okay.
what logs will do is whatever you are doing in the Tableau desktop, everything it will create a log file, right? That log file will store in the logs.
Okay.
Okay, step one. Step two is shapes. Okay, if you want to add some customized images in your Tableau workbook. Okay, for example, there are two KPIs. Okay, and when you are getting the sales, is means more sales, more profits you are getting, it has to be in green color. And when you are not getting, it has to be in the red color. But instead of showing the red color, I want to show some image. The company is providing one image. Okay, wherever the loss is there, I have to show that particular image. In that case, you have to include that shape in the workbook, right? So what you have to do, we should keep that image in the repository and in the
Sure.
shapes folder. So that's why what Tableau repository will contain, it will contain this Tableau supported objects. Okay, apart from that, nothing it will do, but it is mandatory, right? For
Okay.
example, where you want to store the log, in the sense there should be a log file, right? If there is no log folder, where it will save? That's why repository is mandatory, but it will contain only Tableau supported. Means now there is a question: can I change this Tableau repository location? Yes, you can change. Where I will change? Example: E drive, okay, or F drive. I'm creating something like a Anand, ANAND, Anand. So as of now, I created just Anand folder, C1 to 2019. And if I open this one, is there anything? Nothing, correct? I created
Yeah.
empty folder and I'm giving that as a repository. What is going to happen? It will ask you to restart the Tableau. Why? Means you are telling to Tableau is okay, I created new repository and you can use that new repository. But there should be some mandatory folders, right? Like logs and shapes folder should be there. If not, what happened? It will not create a log file over there. That's why you should restart. Once you restart, what happened? What are the folders are mandatory? It will create in that one. Let's see.
Okay.
Again, simultaneously go to F drive on the folder. You see by default 4 came 727 just now. 727. Bookmarks, data sources, shapes, workbook. We'll see now. Once you restart remaining folders also, we'll get it. Close. Okay, now check it here. File, repository location, see now F drive Anand. So these many folders are there. We'll cross verify here. You can check it now. Earlier these four, but now these also got added. Okay.
Okay.
So like this. So once you change the repository, what are the important folders are mandatory, or what are the mandatory folders, automatically Tableau will move there. Okay. And this is a preference file. This is like what it will get is XML file. What it will contain is Tableau colors. Okay. I will tell you later what exactly this one. There is assignment for you as well. Okay.
Okay.
Close it. Now I want to go back. I want to keep my repository to the my repository only. What you have to do?
I need to select the folder. Or
Select. Yes. Go to my tab documents. Select the my tab repository. Select the folder. That's it. Then again we are switching back to the old position. Close
default.
and open. Okay. So clear, right? What repository will do now?
Yeah.
Next, there are three main components out there. These are the important, like data server, visual server, and the application server. What data server will do? It will maintain the metadata. Okay, not the data, maintain the metadata. And what application server will do? It will maintain the complete application, what has to be done, what next. Okay, the important one is the visual server. What will go to be happen here is the data will be converted into visualization. Okay, so that will happen here. What it will do? What is visual? In the sense, visualization query language. What exactly it is? It is Ajax-based JavaScript programming. Okay, and this is going to be happen in the background, and we are not going to do anything in the front end. So this program will take your data as in and converted that into the visualizations. Okay, and what is the gateway load balancer? It will allocate the RAM and the security features, everything here. How the user will access these reports, like by mobile, by desktop, by browser, it will comes under the clients. Okay, so this is the Tableau architecture now.
Okay.
Now once you come here, for example, I have connected to the Excel and I have connected to Oracle database. What is the difference? For example, if I'm practicing on the Excel, if I'm practicing in the Oracle, what is the difference? Is only the connection is the difference. Apart from that, everything is same. Okay, so whether you're connecting Oracle server and you're practicing, okay, will takes much time, but if you're connecting Excel and practicing will take less time. But the difference is only the connection type is different, but you have to work more on the visualization part, right? So in that case, to spending more time here, instead of that spend, you can spend more time over there. Okay, and you, for example, okay, in my documents, I will tell you my documents, my Tableau repository, data sources. In the data sources, they provide you the sample versions, like sample data source, that is a sample superstore Excel. Okay, so whoever working on the Tableau, everybody be familiar with this. So Excel workbook. If you want to ask any Tableau developer, if you want to have a doubt, then it's better to take this as example. Asking, we can understand easily.
Okay.
Okay, so just click on this option. What I did, just click on Excel, sample superstore, open. Means we are connecting the data source.
Yeah.
So once you connect, it will show. For example, if you connect SQL server, what happened? The database name here, so the server name, below the database name, below the tables, it will show like this: order table, people table, return table. Okay, in our Excel, these are the multiple sheets. Okay, that a sample superstore contain order sheets, people sheets, return sheets. Okay, that's
Okay.
why each sheet is showing as a separate table. Even SQL server separate tables also will show like this. Okay, now
Okay.
you can, for example, if your database contain more, then there is a search option. You can find out like this ORD something, it will show it here in the below. Drag and drop into this particular area. Okay, so
Okay.
why you are dragging is you just connect a data source, but you are not taking any table. Means you are not connected to any table. If you want to create your graphs on which table I want to create on this particular table, drag and drop that here. In the below, it will show the full information about that. Means this is a preview of the data. Okay, and the right hand side there is a live and extract and the filters are there. We are going to cover this in tomorrow's topic. Just forget about today. What you
Okay.
did, just drag the table here. The preview will be displayed in the below. Okay, and
Okay.
in the next option here it will show go to worksheet. It will show in the below. Just click on this option. Okay, so this is a worksheet each, and what this is a dashboard is a storyboard. I will tell you again how to switch to the back is data source option, sheet option, right? Just if you click data source, you'll go back to the same window. Come to the worksheet, you will come to the work environment.
Okay.
Okay, any doubt here up to now?
So once we connect to the data source, we are completely working on this data sheet, right? Worksheet.
Yes. Yeah, better to say this is a work environment. We will come to the work environment. Here you will start your work
Okay.
visualization part. Okay. And if you want to check the data source and if you want to add the table again, if you want to remove the table, those kind of things you can do it in the
Data source.
yes, this data source window. You can switch easily. Okay. And I will create some sample graph like this subcategory and the sales. What is these options? Dimensions and measures, right? Your columns will be split into dimensions and measures automatically. Drag the subcategory, and I want to the sales subcategory wise. I want to create a graph. Click here the right hand side show me toolbar. If you click disable, click enable. Same option, double click and click. Okay.
Okay.
And so which are the graphs are suitable for this particular data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only there are 10 graphs will support after 24. Right? So you can select like this: pie
Okay.
chart, bar chart, bubble chart, whatever you want it, you can create it. Okay. And this is for swapping and for coloring and for labeling and for sorting. Like this, all options are within the tool itself. No need to worry. So like this, you will create a worksheet. Now see, what are the options are available in the menu and everywhere. The first option is the file. So file, what happened? Any a document, Excel or Word, same thing. New, open, close, save, save as.
Yeah.
These are the things.
Okay.
Apart from that, export as a version. So in Tableau, you are working in 10.5.
Okay.
Okay, and one of your client or colleague they are working in 10.2.
Okay.
So what happened? You have to downgrade your version, right?
Yeah.
Means you are working 10.5, you are sending workbook to your client, but he is using 10.2. Then what you will do? There is an option here, export as 10.2.
Okay.
Means it will convert your workbook into 10.2 and it will send to you.
Okay.
Okay, so this option is also available, downgrade the version. And next is one of the important is repository location, and we covered this one just now, right? What is the repository? It will support it,
Yeah.
it will
It's a
contain
folder.
Tableau
It's
supported objects. It's a folder, and log files and the shapes. Log files will be stored there. That is mandatory. So if you want to change, click on the repository location, select the folder wherever it is, and click on this option. It will ask you to restart the Tableau. That's it. Okay.
okay.
And go to the so remaining all are like you will come to know in the further classes. Okay, don't worry
Okay.
now. So next one, data window. So what exactly data window will contain? Okay, new data source. It will contain the new data source, and means data window in the sense whatever the data source you connected, right? So this data source information will be available here. If you want to connect a new one, if you want to page the data, if you want to create a refresh or extract, create a relationship between the data sources, all data source information will be available in the data window. Okay, Tableau is nice tool by categorizing these options. Okay, when you go to Word and Excel, you may confuse, but in Tableau you will never confuse. Data in the sense, data source information. That's it blindly. Nothing will be there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There is a worksheet. What is a worksheet? Worksheet is nothing but the single graphical representation is called as a worksheet. The sheet one is called as a worksheet. Okay. What is the
Okay.
dashboard? Dashboard is nothing but the combination of multiple worksheets you called as a dashboard.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll see now. This is sheet one, right? And so one by clicking on this option, it will create one more empty sheet. Example, subcategory wise profit, I created one more graph. Okay, I created two. One is subcategory sales, subcategory wise profit. Then I'm creating the dashboard here. So which I'm going to drag two things here. Okay. Next, there is an option here, story. So what is going to be happen story? So I can create worksheets and dashboard as well, right? So what I can do, see now, this is a dashboard, this is a worksheet and worksheet. This whole thing will be considered as a story. So what is a story? What is a dashboard? What is a worksheet? So worksheet is nothing but a single graphical representation. What is a dashboard? Combination of multiple worksheet will be considered as a
Dashboard.
dashboard. What is a story? It's a combination of
Combination of
both the
worksheet
dashboard
and
and
dashboard.
worksheet is called as a story,
Story.
right? So for each and everything we have a separate menu. For worksheet properties, this one. For dashboard properties, this one. For storyboard properties, or this one.
Okay.
Okay. So like this, these are the separate options are there. What is there? Creating the worksheet, copy, export, and providing some extra features. Dashboard, create new dashboard, format, and the storyboard, create new storyboard and format, and all other options are there. Okay. So don't worry, we'll cover all the topics now, but it is a clear cut what menu contains what.
Yeah.
Okay. And analysis in the sense it's a core topic of analysis. Like you want to create the total, creating the calculations, creating the parameters, trend line, forecast, aggregating the measures. All analysis will be done by the analysis menu.
Okay.
Okay, all options will be available here. The next option will be the maps. Means for only for the maps, there are two geographical maps are available here, symbolic map and a field map. For those two maps, we have a separate menu that is called the background maps.
Okay.
Okay, so the tab, how the maps will be online or offline, or you want to provide any other extra services, and you want to add any background image for the graph, geocodings, like these options are available. Next, format. So once you finish your core work, you have to do some formatting, right?
Yeah.
Each and every company will follow some specific rules. Okay, my title has to be this much, my font has to be this much, dashboard has to be this much, like this. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
so those options will be available in this format menu. Next, go to the server. So what you have to do, once you create your workbook and once you saved in your local, you have to publish, right? So where you will publish? We'll publish into the Tableau server. So go to the server menu. There is an option here, publish workbook. Click on this option, enter the server name and the publish it. Okay. So as we don't have server now, we cannot do. So what we will do, once we cover the Tableau desktop, we will install the Tableau server in your laptop. And how much RAM you have?
When?
RAM laptop.
Oh, RAM 12 GB.
Okay, then we can install our server in your laptop only. We'll
Yeah.
publish over there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Next option is window. What it will contain. So, so this one top one will be called as a menu bar. This one will be considered as a toolbar. And the last one here, 17 marks, 1 row, right in the below. So
Status bar.
this will be called as a status bar. So here you can enable in this bar. So show toolbar, show status bar, show sidebar. Sidebar in the sense this option. So
Okay.
this is that this one will be called as a data window or sidebar, both. Okay. Uncheck what happened, it will remove. It is went off. In the below it will be sitting. You can click on this option.
Okay.
Okay, it will come like this. And the toolbar, the below one gone. So you can enable this again. So like this you can enable and disable what are the options you want it and don't want it. Okay. And finally help. So what is the help here is, here you can find about Tableau which version you are using. Here I'm using 10.5.7. Okay, the version it will show clearly. At the same time, if you want to activate your license, there is an option here, manage product keys. So click on this option, enter the license, click OK, it will be activated.
Okay.
Okay. One more important is setting and performance. So here, if you want to test your Tableau workbook performance, this is one of the important options to check it. Okay, so we'll cover in the further session. Any doubt in this menu bar? Did we miss anything?
No, I'm good.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. The next option is come to this below toolbar. There is a first Tableau logo here. If you click, what happened? It will switch to Tableau main window like this.
Okay.
Okay. Here also there is a logo. If you click same logo, you will come back to the work environment.
Okay.
Like this, you can switch from here and there. And there is a good feature in the Tableau is undo redo. Example,
Okay.
by mistake I dropped this option, but I don't know what I did. But why it went like this, we don't know. Then there is an option Control Z shortcut, or you can click on this icon. Right? This is a
Okay.
redo, undo, and the redo options. Saving the workbook, you can save this in the two formats. Okay, so TWB and the TWBX. Okay,
Okay.
so what it will contain will tell you. Give me some time.
Okay.
That is for a saving option. If you want to connect some other data source, I connected sample superstore. At the same time, I want to connect some employee data. So how will you connect? Click on this option. It will show where is your employee data, which is in the Excel or SQL or whatever data sources. You can click like this and you can connect. Example, I'm going to connect. Sorry, I don't have any other extra MS. I will connect MS Access. So here is MS Access and they're connecting here. Drag the table, go to sheet one, whatever it is. So this is sample superstore we already created and connected and created this workbook and dashboard and story, right?
Yeah.
Again, I connected one more data source. Like this, you can connect a number of data sources. Okay,
Okay.
and how will you connect? By using this option.
Okay.
Okay, so there is
So
one
at a
more.
time we can connect to more than one database data
Means
source
one
and
after other, one after other, but you can connect a
yeah,
number of things.
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So we can take data and we can club from both
yes,
data sources, right?
both data sources, but that will
Uh,
be considered as a data blending. That is one of the important topic here.
okay.
So it will cover somewhere here, data
Okay.
blending. Here we will cover. Okay,
Okay.
when we are taking the data from the multiple data sources, will be called as a data blending.
Okay.
How to create the relationship between them and how to use them.
Okay.
Yeah. Next option, auto. You can pass the updates. What updates is, for example, I created. I'm connecting to a big database, that is employee database or salary database, which contain large amount of data. Okay, once you drag one column, it is taking around 30 seconds time. Again, if I drag again 30 seconds time, it is taking, but it will irritate, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if I want to add some 10 columns, in the sense I should wait for 3 minutes minimum, 300 seconds in the sense around 5 minutes. But that is not a good option, right? So what I can do is shortcut is you can do this option like a disable the auto update worksheet option. Okay, we'll pass that and we'll drag
Okay.
like this. You'll drag, then you can refresh it. Everything will be loaded automatically. It will take same time, but what happened is it will avoid our
Yeah.
wasting of time. Okay, for each row instead of waiting, if you drag once everything and load it, it will take less time. Okay, so this option not only for adding, even for removing as well. If I remove, it will not happen here. It will just disable it until you refresh. So once you disable, it will load the data. So in that case, you will use this option apart from no use. So check this option.
Okay.
Next one, creating the worksheet. How will you create? There is a shortcut. New worksheet, Control M. or else go to worksheet menu, click on new worksheet, or else in the below there is an option here, click on new worksheet. Okay, multiple options are available. If you click this down arrow, you will find new dashboard, new storyboard as well, but no need to worry about that options. Okay,
Okay.
and in the sheet one, I want to just modify few things here, right? So what I have to do means I want one more sheet, that one. So you can create a new worksheet, you can drag and all the features, or else there is an option here, duplicate.
Okay.
Just duplicate. See here, let's go sheet one. There is a one more copy. That is sheet one of two.
Yeah, same
Okay.
like Excel.
Same like Excel. You can duplicate it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is one more is clear the worksheet. Means I want to remove everything from here. I want to drag some other things. So what you have to drag and this empty area. Use this area like here and here or here. Like here means here. You can use drag and drop. But don't drag within the worksheet here. If you drag it here again, it will be loaded sometimes. Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, how to do all these options? Shortcut is this option. Control Shift Backspace. Okay, or else click on this option directly. It will remove everything from this worksheet.
Okay.
Okay, Control Z. And this is for the like swapping horizontal to vertical, vertical to horizontal, rows and columns, columns to the rows like this.
Okay.
Subcategories in the columns now. Once you click, subcategory will go to the rows like this. See, swapping. This is for based on the icon you can identify. What is this?
Sort
That's it.
ascending, descending. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. And the next one for highlighting. Okay, for example, if you click phones will be highlighted based on the legend, it will be highlighting, right? So
Yeah.
if you want to disable this option, what you have to do, click on this option, disable workbook highlight. So what will happen? If you click, it will not highlight, but this is not a feature at all, but forget about this option. This is useless feature in the Tableau. Okay,
Okay.
next one will be the grouping. We'll cover in the further sessions because of groups and sets. There is a separate topic on this.
Okay.
Where it is here. Okay, grouping and sets,
Okay.
that will cover here. Next one, mark labels. So once you go to the graph, for example, by default it will come. If you want to show the values on top of this one, what you want to show? I want to sales. So you can drag and drop sales to this particular label also will show. Okay. So instead of that, the shortcut is just click on this option, it will show by default. Okay.
Okay.
And this is for the fixing this access. You will be confused little now. We'll cover in the sessions. And I will remove this legend. I will just connect the pie chart. So see here, fit width in the sense, horizontal it will stretch, fit height in the sense, height, entire view in the sense, full view. Like this it will stretch it. Okay. And like this you can zoom in or zoom out how much graph you want it.
Okay.
Like this. So next option is, so for this work environment, if you want to disable or enable, for example, page self is there. This one I don't want page self. So what you can do is just go and uncheck the page self. It will go out from here. Okay, so it will, if you want to enable, you can click on this option. Okay, these are the options are available here. Next one, in PowerPoint we have F5 is a shortcut key to present, right?
Yeah.
So same
Present.
thing here, F7 is to present full screen. How it will display to the user, something like this. So you
Okay.
can do in the shortcut to the F7. It's for sharing, forget about this one now. So these are the options are available in the Tableau workbook. Now coming to this option, this is a data window. Here what is going to be happen here, all the data sources and metadata will be displayed here. The right hand side will be, this one will be considered as like a workspace. In the workspace, these are called as a shelves, like a column, a row, page, filters. These four considered as shelves, like a
Okay.
page shelf, column shelf, like this. These are the things you can drag and drop anywhere. For example, I want rows here, I want filter here, I want something here. You can drag and drop these windows as well. This is called as a reorganizing the workspace. Means you can modify however you want it, right? So this
Okay.
is called as a reorganizing the workspace. So this is an option here. Reorganizing the workspace. Okay, and this is called as a marks card. What it will contain: the color, size, label, detail, tooltip, angle, right? This is called as a marks card. So this option will be changed based on the visualization. For example, it's a pie chart, angle came, right? For example,
Yeah.
if I select something line, path came. Okay, if I select some circle, nothing came. When you select some shapes window will come. Means this option will be changed based on the visualizations you have selected. Okay, and come here. What is the data window? First option,
And it shows about the data source.
data source and metadata. Better to say metadata information. Metadata in the sense data source and what columns are available. Everything will be displayed. Right? This will be considered metadata information. So
Yeah.
what is the toolbar and status bar? There is no single statement line explanation about that, but you
Yeah.
have to know where is the toolbar. So this one is the
Yeah.
toolbar
That's
and the below
toolbar.
one is called as a
Yeah.
status bar. The advantage is, for example, what is the sales of these two? If you drag and drop, the below you can see. So 2 out of 17 marks you got selected. Sum of sales is 658.
Okay.
Okay, like this you can check it as well here. Tooltip and the shelves. So shelves we got covered, right? So page
Yeah.
shelf, filter shelf, something like this.
Mm.
And what is tooltip is once you go mouse over in a graph, it will show some
Yeah.
information that is called as a tooltip.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
see here, subcategory phones, subcategory chairs. So this is called as a tooltip. If I want to add any extra, customize something for Anand. Okay, so what happened? It will show everywhere.
Okay.
You can customize like this also. Workbook, worksheet, dashboard, and story.
Yeah.
So did we cover all this?
Yes.
What is a worksheet? Is a single graphical
Represent.
representation. What is a dashboard?
Multiple collection of worksheets.
Worksheet. What is a story?
Collection of worksheets and dashboard.
That's it, right? And whatever this complete file will be called as a workbook, Tableau workbook.
Okay.
Excel file like that, Tableau workbook we call. Okay.
Okay.
Changing the repository location is done. So, right?
Yeah.
How we'll change it? Go to the file. There is a repository location. Click on that and change the select the folder and click OK. Then you have to restart the Tableau. Okay. What Tableau repository will contain? Will contain Tableau supported objects like log files and the images. That is enough. Okay.
Okay.
How many data types and data roles a Tableau is going to be support? Okay. Now, once I will open some all Excel file. So once you connect any data sources, data will be split into the 4 roles. Okay. Data roles. What are the roles? Dimensions,
Measures.
measures, sets, and parameters. Okay. Our data by default will be split into the dimensions and measures, and sets and parameters we are going to create in further sessions. Okay.
Okay.
So these
Okay.
two by default will not come with our data source. These two will. What is a dimension? What is a measure?
Mm, no idea.
Okay. I will tell you. Is a small thing. EMPID, name, salary, and date of birth. 100101. Anand Rajesh. Salary, take it like 500, 600, date of birth 1-1-1990 1-1-1991. Okay, take it like this example. This is my data. Now which one will go to the dimension, which one will go to the measure?
Okay.
Okay, so there is a question. I will tell you some small tips where you can provide an average with a meaningful. That one will be considered as a measure. If not, that will be considered as the average. Sorry, dimension. Okay, we'll take it the string varchar. What is average of these two names? Can you tell?
We can't do that.
At the same time, anyone did anyone will ask you what is the average of names? No,
No.
right? So this
Yeah.
one will go to the dimension like in. Okay,
Okay.
so this is called as a ename came to a dimension. So I will highlight like this. Now, what is the average of two employee salary?
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
So sales will go to measure. Okay. Next one. What is the average of two date of birth? Did anyone will ask you? That will
No.
be correct. So all date related will go to
Dimensions.
dimensions. Next, what is the average of two employees?
Yeah, but we can do average, but it's not no use,
Not a
right?
meaningful, no use.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
meaningful question.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you have to identify, for example, profit and sales. Yes, those are measurable. Measure in the
Yes.
sense you can count or you can aggregate, you can minimum, maximum, you can do that kind of thing, average it. But
Yeah.
employee is also numeric, but that is the ID. The word itself it is telling is the ID. It's
Right.
not a measure. So
Yeah.
it will go to the dimension.
Dimension. Okay, got it.
Clear now? What will go to dimension? What will go to measures?
Okay.
Okay. So like this, based on your data set, Tableau will itself identify which is dimension, which is measure. Okay. There is advantage in the Tableau is, for example, you can, if you have this data, you want to connect to Tableau, what you have to do, this one you can paste in Excel file, you can connect to this particular table. Or
Yeah.
else copy, shortcut is just paste in the Tableau.
Oh, directly we can do that. Okay.
Yeah, for testing purpose.
Okay.
Copy and paste. So what will happen is you will create a one more data source that is called as a clipboard data source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which will contain. Now, for example, sometimes what happen, employee ID is showing in the measures. So what you will do, no need to worry, just drag and drop like this to the dimension. Okay,
Okay.
if tableau by default, again there is a logic, if any column which is showing as ID, then automatically it will show in the dimension.
Okay.
Okay, tableau will follow blindly some rules. Any date related will come here, and varchar related will come here. Varchar in the sense string related, and the column name which contain ID will come in the dimension. If you feel there is a measure, you can drag and drop. If you feel there is a dimension, you can drag and drop to dimension. Means you can simply switch. Even salary also you can drag and drop to dimension.
Okay.
Okay, you can drag and drop to measure like this. So it's not a big deal to drag and drop between them. These are the four data roles are available in our Tableau. Okay, and
Okay.
how many data types are there? Data types. There are 6 data types are there. First one is a string, string or varchar also, numeric, date, date and time, and boolean and geographical. Okay, these are the 6. The name itself can identify, right? String in the sense,
Mm.
for example, employee name is a string
Yeah.
which we consider, and which
Yeah.
will show ABC in front of the column name.
Okay.
Okay, you can identify here e name in front of that ABC.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is numeric. Employee contains 100 and the salary will contain some 500, 600. That is a numeric data, right? Will show
Yeah. Yeah.
hash code in front of that one, hash symbol. You can add it here like this.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Date option will show calendar icon in front of the column name. Is a
Okay.
calendar icon. Okay. And this one open calendar and clock icon will show date and time. Okay, how will
Okay.
you do this option? Right click, it's taking some time. Okay, oh yes. You can observe here small clock icon in the below,
Yeah, yeah.
down right side corner. Like this, you can identify date and time. Next, Boolean data, it will show like a true or false. For example, we don't have anything here. Just I'm creating for sample is null of employee ID test. See now T by F, like it's kind of a true or false. This is called as a Boolean data. And the geographical dimensions, if your data source contain any geographical dimensions, see here area code and state. These are the geographical fields. That's what it will show. Globe icon. What does it mean in the sense? You can create a map by using these fields.
Okay.
Okay, so this is called as a geographical. So totally how many data types are there? There are six data
6.
types are there. So string, numeric in the sense, integer or float, whatever it is, decimal
Okay.
or whole number, whatever it is, it will be considered as a numeric. That is a good option. Or else some other tools like MSBI or OBI earlier versions, like you have to define whether it is int 32 or int 64 or float or whatever it is. But here
Okay.
everything will comes as a numeric. Okay, date and time, Boolean, geo, it's kind of globe. So these are the six
Data
data types are
types.
available. And we have covered one more topic extra also, right? Or that is clipboard data source. What
Mm.
is a clipboard data source? Just you
And
can
yeah,
copy
copy
and
paste
paste in the
locations.
Tableau. It will be considered as a one more data source extra. Now, for example, I copied this data, right? If I modified here, will it update in the Tableau?
No,
No, because if it's just copy, it's
copy
not a
paste. Yeah,
connect live.
yeah,
Copy paste. That's it.
yeah.
That is for the day. We'll cover other topics tomorrow.
Okay.
Is this fine?
Yeah,
Okay. And just check with them. They will send you the video, how they will send you, and all those things.
sure.
And I will
Please send me the, yeah.
share the course content with them, and they will share it with you. Okay.
You want me to provide my email ID or they're
No,
going to?
they will send you. I will send to them.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
yeah, tomorrow also same time, right? 7
Yeah,
AST.
same time. We will follow same time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Anand.
Bye.